So yesterday I did a video talking about Peter Dinklage and what he had to say to Disney. And I think some of the stuff going on here is very funny because Disney has positioned themselves to try to grab this brand new audience that's made up mostly of people on Twitter. And they're trying to position themselves as this super progressive and woke company when they're really nothing like that. I mean, just look and see what they did in China with the Muslim population over there and how they just didn't seem to really care much about them, but they're super progressive. So Peter Dinklage calls them out and says, yeah, you're doing this Snow White live action remake, and you're casting a Latina actress to play Snow White, but you still have 7 dwarves living in the middle of the woods. Well, he called them 7 disabled people. Now, personally, I mean, the story's been around for a long time. Who cares? But he was kind of right to call them out because, well, they're not really going all the way. And when you go progressive, you've got to go all the way. Made that video, and then immediately, like 5 hours later, this drops. This is an exclusive report from The Hollywood Reporter. Disney responds to Peter Dinklage's Snow White live-action criticisms. To avoid reinforcing stereotypes with the original animated film, we are taking a different approach with these 7 characters and have been consulting with the members of the dwarfism community, says Disney. So this is a little bit different than what I was reading before, because what I read was they were going to make them 7 magical creatures, whatever the hell that means. Like, what are they going to be then? Like, are they going to be like the seven mini fairies? I don't know what they're going to be. So here's the quick story here. After noting the casting of West Side Story breakout Rachel Zegler, Dinklage told Marin, literally no offense to anyone, but I was a little taken aback when they were very proud to cast a Latina actress as Snow White, but you are still telling the story of Snow White and the 7 dwarfs. Take a step back and look at what you're doing there. It makes no sense to me. You're progressive in one way, but then you're still making that fucking backwards story about 7 dwarves living in a cave together. What the fuck are you doing, man? Have I not done anything to advance the cause from my soapbox? I guess I'm not loud enough. Dinklage is not involved with the Disney product. And Disney came out and tried to set the record straight. And they said to avoid reinforcing stereotypes from the original animated film, we are taking a different approach with these 7 characters and have been consulting with members of the dwarfism community. We look forward to sharing more as the film heads into production after a lengthy development period, as Disney spoke to The Hollywood Reporter. So, I'm not sure what they're doing there. Like I said, I read they were going to have 7 magical creatures, whatever that is. It'll be interesting to see what they do here. It will. This movie is going to be a giant failure, by the way. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. It seems like these live-action remakes pull in big money. I really don't care about this movie. I just found this whole situation funny. Kind of like this situation right here with Fight Club over in China. For some reason, I guess this film finally got a release over in China. I don't know if it's never been available over in China, but they finally put it out over there. And I want to show you what they did to the ending. So, for some reason, well, no, let me change it back. For some reason, they did it because, well, they can't have this kind of stuff. If you've never seen Fight Club, I mean, how could you not have seen it by now? It came out in 1999, so I don't really think I need to give a spoiler warning, but I will. At the end of the movie, Tyler Durden, he ends up getting like a bunch of buildings to collapse because him and his Fight Club group went and put explosives in buildings. But not in the Chinese version. At the end, that gets cut out. They don't show this scene. And it just goes to this. Through the clue provided by Tyler, the police rapidly figured out the whole plan and arrested all criminals, successfully preventing the bomb from exploding after the trial. Tyler was sent to a lunatic asylum receiving psychological treatment. He was discharged from the hospital in 2012. This is why I'm so glad that Spider-Man No Way Home is making all of this money without China, because it shows that money can be made without China. Hollywood loves to make changes nowadays to movies so that they can try to get over there and make big bucks. And as they point out in this Daily Mail article, it's not clear if Hollywood made this change themselves, like the original people behind the movie, or if the Chinese Tencent platform did it themselves. I would be willing to bet that the Hollywood people behind Fight Club had to approve this, and they did it willingly so they could get a little bit of a royalty check. And this is how little they value their own art, which is kind of the problem here. And it's kind of disgusting to see this happen. Fight Club is a great movie, and it shouldn't be changed, but, send it over to China. They'll just update the classic. They'll just update it, give it a whole new ending. That doesn't even make any sense. The whole movie is about fighting authority, and then you root because you're supposed to root for the police to come in and win and save the day. What a weird, abrupt ending. I'm kind of shocked that this movie would even be played over in China in the first place. I'd really like to get a copy of it and watch it with, like, whatever subtitles they're putting on it, unless they dub it. So whatever the Chinese Mandarin subtitles say, I'd like to have those translated to English and see what they were putting into the characters' mouths, because I guarantee you they were changing dialogue all over this movie. So, funny to see. I like to see that. But yeah, this is why, it's terrible that China has such a hold on Hollywood, because this is the kind of shit they do. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.